Welcome back to Studio 7. Many of us are concentrating on creating a healthier life, and that includes our own contributor, Renne Elfert. She has agreed to let us follow her on her journey, and we're sharing all of her expert advice that she receives with you. Today, Medical Center Hospital's taking care of you. Renne is here, and so is clinical dietitian Mia Gibson from Medical Center. We're so glad to have you both here. Renne, thank you for opening up and letting us follow along.
Well, I am really excited about this, and I really appreciate y'all giving me the tools and the support that I'll need to go through this, and we're so excited for our viewers to follow me along. And Mia, we're just so excited for you to kind of give us some ideas on what's a really good way to start eating healthy.
Oh, I'm glad you invited me here. When I talk to patients or the clients in the community, I'm always trying to get them to eat a little bit healthier, but not change everything totally. A lot of times when people want it, I'm going to eat healthy, well, they drop everything and change everything, and that doesn't work. We want to make real small changes. And a lot of times when I talk to them about plates, I've got some demonstration here. This is a typical dinner plate for West Texas. We've got our big steak and our baked potatoes and our rolls, and I've got some peas here. So a lot of times I'll say, well, why don't we just change this slightly? Let's do this plate. And what we've done is our meat's a lot smaller. And you can see that this portion, put your hand out. That is a portion of meat. Everybody says, well, I want to build protein. I need lots of protein. Very rarely does anybody ever get protein deficient. That's enough protein. And what I like is the other whole half of the plate is vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of healthy green vegetables. And then I have part of it starch. You could still have the baked potato. This is mashed potatoes. But if you love baked potatoes, still do that. But then have all the other non-starchy. So then your plate is really balanced.
One of the things that we talked about in, what are kind of the three top pitfalls people have, and portion control was one of your big ones.
It is. And see this plate size? Now when you go out to a restaurant, is this the size plate you get?
No, and you get a lot larger plate, and as we were discussing, you get enough food, and we've come to expect enough food for really 3 servings.
Oh, yeah.
So what are your suggestions there? Should you ask for a to-go box right away and cut everything in half?
That is perfect. Or if you and I are going out, can we share that entree?
That's true.
Now there
And
are
you save money that way.
That is
interject
exactly right.
Here, yes.
But you nailed it on the head. You have got to get the to-go plate first. When you look down and there's more food on the plate, what do?
Gotta
We
finish
feel
the
guilty,
plate.
okay, to leave food on our plates. I think a lot of us have trained our minds, don't leave food on your plate, don't waste your foods.
So I'm a sweets girl, so that's my trigger. What's your problem area?
My triggers are salty, crunchy, salty, like chips and salsa, crackers, that type thing.
Well, okay. First thing, you said chips and, the salty. Sometimes that you want crunchy foods. So, all of your vegetables are really, if you want texture, think about things that are crunchy, like all of your raw vegetables and things. And that's different than salty foods. Sometimes when we sit there and they bring you the chips and salsa, it's because you're so hungry. You go to a restaurant starved, you can eat 3 baskets of chips right off. So I always recommend on hunger scales. We tend to overeat when we're so darn hungry. Like if you think of a hunger scale from 1 to 10, never get to a 10 because you'd eat cardboard. We're just so hungry. So a lot of times too, people eat for many different reasons. Are you truly hungry, or am I bored? Or am I stressed?
I'm trying to teach my children that. Are you hungry or are you bored?
Are you bored?
Thirsty too. Sometimes we will confuse thirst for hunger.
Ladies, these are great ideas, great topics, scratching the surface, but so much to learn. It's not easy to retrain ourselves to eat, but the 3 of us are determined to make it happen this year. So Renne, thank you, Mia.
Thank you.
And look for tips on our Facebook page. We'll be posting stuff throughout the week that Mia gives us, just stuff to keep us thinking about what we're eating. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.